Good evening, everyone. So today we're doing a mixed task, writing task one. Again, you should spend about 20 minutes on this task, and we're just going to show you an example of what it looks like, okay? So as we said before, the writing task, the chart below shows what anthropology graduates from one university did after finishing their undergraduate degree courses. The table shows the salaries of the anthropologists in work after 5 years, okay? That is to paraphrase the question, and you have to summarize, report the main features, and make comparisons where relevant. You have to use at least 150 words. Now, this is a pie graph, okay? So this is a pie graph about the destination of what anthropologists go after university. They can go full-time work is the first, okay? 15% is part-time work post-grad, unknown, unemployed, full-time post-grad study. Now, the salaries of graduates after 5 years work is completely different of the destination. So as I said, excuse me, you can paraphrase this, okay? So when we're going to do number one, which is the paraphrase, okay, you can do number one together, okay? So you do the paraphrase. Okay, then you're going to do the summary overview of number one, the pie graph. Then we're going to do the features and comparison, actually the overview. So paraphrase is both of them. You're going to do the overview and features and comparisons. You don't compare the pie graph to the table. You compare different types of destinations in the pie graph. Now the table shows here, okay, salaries of anthropology graduates. Okay, anthropology is spelled incorrectly, but that's fine. Okay, so here the pie chart shows that there were five main destinations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other doesn't count, or not known doesn't count because it's not a destination. Okay. For those who had finished their undergraduate studies in anthropology at one university. Okay. Also, the overall is here. Okay. So overall, anthropologists, government employees earn the most, followed by freelance consultants. Okay. So full-time employees form the largest population. So here we kind of split it. Okay. They paraphrase the question, but they split it into two. Okay. They split it into the pie graph here. Okay. These three features. And then you'll have to do the same features again. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. Same features again. So we're going to do the pie graph first. Okay. Maybe I'm going to move this over here. Okay. So the pie chart shows that there were five main destinations for those who had finished their undergraduate degree studies in anthropology at one university. Full-time employees formed the largest population at 52%. There was little difference between the figures for part-time workers and the unemployed at 15% and 12% respectively. Those engaged in full-time postgraduate studies accounted for 8%, while those who simultaneously worked part-time formed a marginally smaller group of 3%. The destination of the remaining 8% was unknown. So all of the pie graph is finished. Then they're continuing with the table, okay? There are variations in the salaries of anthropologists can make in different sectors after 5 years of employment. That is the paraphrasing the question, okay? Public sector employees generally make the highest, with half of them making 100,000 or more, followed by 30% who make 75,000 to 999,000. Sorry, 99,999. Okay, $1 short of 100,000. In comparison, there's the comparisons here. Okay, in the pie chart, they're comparing the different proportions of where they go. Here in the table, they're comparing the money. Okay, the salaries. Where did the anthropologists earn the most? Okay. In comparison, the figures for those who become freelance consultants are 40% freelance consultants 40% and 40% respect. Both of them are 40%. Okay, in both groups, making 50,000 to 74,999 and 25,000 to 449,999 account for 15% and 5% respectively. On the other hand, most anthropologists working at private companies, 35%, make 50,000 to 74,999, and only 30% of them make 100,000 plus. The figures for those making 75,000 to 99,999 is slightly smaller at 25%, with the low earnings rating last. Overall, anthropologists and government employees earn the most, followed closely by freelance consultants. Okay, so that is an overview of a mixed task. Now, if you have any questions, please email me at info@whitesolutions.ca, and we can have a private lesson to discuss anything that you have questions on. Okay, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.